Hi students, welcome back to online class. Let us move on to grade 11 English. Unit 4, Prose 4, Tight Corners. So the heading of this lesson is Tight Corners. Part 1 I have completed in the previous video. Now let us move on to part 2. Okay, so what you have learned in the Tight Corners in the part 1, let me tell you the gist of the story. Okay, so this lesson, Tight Corners, it was written by Edward Verrall Lucas. Okay, so Edward Verrall Lucas, he is telling his experience in the difficult situation what he has faced. Tight corners means these are telling about the difficult situation. Okay, so he is telling among his friends, everybody, they are sharing their own difficult situations what they have faced. So each and everyone, they are telling about the tide, how they have escaped from the tide. One person is telling about the one while the tiger was attacking the elephant, he was there on the elephant, and like this everybody they are talking about the physical tight corners. Okay, but E.V. Lucas, he wanted to tell about his experience, that is he had a mental tight corner. Mental difficult situations he faced it. Okay, so that what is the difficult situation he faced, only he is explaining in this prose. So first one, he is telling when he was going along with his friend in the that is in towards the St. James Street, he was walking. When he was crossing along the King Street, he would be able to see one place, that is Christie's. Christie's is the auction house. Okay, what is meant by auction is any pictures or any house or anything which they will be selling in that. They will be calling for 3 times and they will be selling that picture or something they will be doing. That is called auction. So here auction house is what is the auction house name? Christie is the auction house name. So now he and his friend, when they was crossing the King Street, they could see the auction room. So his friend said, just we go and see inside what is happening. Okay, so he was not willing to go for that, but he, as his friend is compelling him, he went there and he is watching that. There are many pictures was kept for selling. Okay, everybody they were sitting and they wanted to get the picture. So he also was going there. So many pictures means that is Barbizon pictures. That is a French school of painters. They will be painting and they will be selling something. So like this, many pictures, Daubigny pictures, like that, many pictures was there, and everybody was eagerly waiting to get their own wish. Okay, so now at this moment, E.V. Lucas, he was waiting there and watching everybody how they will be having. They will be having one card, which is their identity card to buy the picture. So showing that they was waiting, and he also was watching all these things, and he also eagerly wanted to get something for the auction. Okay, so by seeing one person's they was raising the money amount, he also started to tell the money, but he was not having any money there rather than the 63 pounds in his bank. Than that, no other money, no other insurance was there for him, and so what he was having only this 63 pounds with him. With that, he started to raise the money in the auction room. So first time his friend is warning him, you don't do like this, you will be caught. But E.V. Lucas is telling, no, I am very confident that I will not be caught. I will be very safe in my side, he says. Clear? So this is happening on. So now at this moment, a man who is entering here, a red-faced man with a new top hat he is having. So by seeing his appearance itself, we can identify that is a rich man. And he came there, and till now this auction money was going in a 3,000, 2,000, like that only it was going on in a 3 digit. Nobody was raising the amount for 4 digit. But when the red-faced man, he came and he electrified. He made a shock to all the members who was watching there. He bid a highest amount, that is of nearly 4,000, and like that he was raising the money. So 4 digit money he was raising. So at this moment, what is happening only we have to see in the next coming paragraph. Okay, so I hope you have understood up to page number 105. The remaining, let me read and explain you. Listen carefully. Okay, so let us move on to page number 106. Take your textbook, take your English textbook, page number 106. Take the first paragraph from that page. Let me read and explain. Listen. Although the previous lots had run into 4 figures, they had all been modestly started at 50 guineas or 100 guineas with a gradual crescendo to which I had often been safely contributing. But no sooner was the new picture displayed than the dealer made his sensational bid. 4,000 guineas, he said. So now everything was going for the 3 figures it was going on, but now that is they have started with 50 guineas and or 100 guineas. It was going on with a gradual crescendo. Crescendo means it is like a progress which is moving towards the climax. The ending it is going to come, no? So slow progress, one by one, it is step by step, it will be increasing, no? That is called crescendo. Okay, so one by one, the step by step, the amount was rising towards the end, towards the climax. It was going on, and E.V. Lucas was safely contributing because he knows he don't have money, so he was very safe when to say the raise the amount, everything he was waiting for. But when there was a new picture was shown, the red-faced man, no, usually he was very surprised to see each and every picture. So like that, he also was much surprised to see this picture with his sensational bid. That is more feeling towards the picture. He raised, or he set the suddenly starting price for 4,000 guineas. He said for the picture. Okay, so there was a rustle of excitement, and at the end of it, I heard my own voice saying, "And 50." A terrible silence followed, during which the auctioneer looked inquiringly first at the opener and then at the company generally. So E.V. Lucas, usually what he was doing, whenever somebody is telling 50 guineas, he will be raising another 150 guineas. So this was the process it was going on, right? So he was practiced to say whenever somebody is raising the amount, he also will be raising the money and he will keep quiet. Okay, so now this red-faced man, he said, by seeing one picture, he said 4,000 guineas. Suddenly the backs, everybody was silent, everybody was excited for this picture. They are going to give 4,000 money, like that. Everybody was excited, excitement was there. At the same time, when he heard that 4,000 guineas, E.V. Lucas, unknowingly he said 50 guineas. So 4,050 guineas for this picture, like that he said. So already everybody was surprised for saying 4,000 guineas. That is the highest amount was said in the auction room. But again now another one person is telling 50 guineas extra. And this was made everyone surprising, and he was the first person to say a high amount. To my surprise and horror, the red-faced dealer gave no sign of life. Now he thought the red-faced man will increase the amount, but now to his surprise, what happened? He kept quiet. He didn't give any sign of life. That is, as he is alive, he did not show any sign of telling or increasing the money. He kept quiet. I realized now, as I ought to have done at first, that he had shot his bolt. So what he thought? E.V. Lucas only should have kept quiet. He has to keep quiet and sit because that is the highest amount. But what he has done, he has raised the money, but the other red-faced man, he has kept quiet. He did not raise the money. He was silent. So he had shot his bolt, means he has exert one's effort. Exert one's effort means when there is somebody is trying for trying and couldn't get it, means they will be tired. No, like that he also become. He's not come up for the next money. 4,050 guineas offered, said the auctioneer, again searching the room. So now somebody has said 4050 gunyas, no? That is E.V. Lucas has said. So the auctioneer, what he is looking towards the auction room, who has set for 4050 gunyas. My heart stopped, my blood congealed. Congealed means frozen. So now by hearing that, E.V. Lucas is the person, he has got the picture for how much money? 4050 gunyas. So it will be very shocked for E.V. Lucas. So his heart stopped. It is not at all able to move because of fear. It stopped, blood, everything congealed. Congealed means it's frozen. It is stopped there. There was no sound but a curious muttered noise from my friend. So that place where there was no sound at all, only the smothered means suppressed sound of his friend alone he could hear. 4050 gunyas, any advance on 4050 gunyas, and the hammer fell. So now the person is asking 4050 gunyas. One person said no. Is there any advance you are going to pay for that? He is asking to E.V. gunyas, and when he is asking, the hammer also they fall. So 1, 2, 3 times they will be saying that money, and they will be putting the hammer. So that picture is sold. That is considered, right? So like that they have sold that picture for 4050 gunyas for E.V. Lucas, and they are asking, is there any advance to pay for this? But what is E.V. Lucas is having? Only 63 pounds alone, only his own money he has. He don't have any more than that. But he want to pay for 40 gunyas and 50 pounds. Okay. So next, there was a nice pickle. Nice pickle means it is a idiom here, difficult sight. Okay. So he was having a difficult situation to be faced there. There was a nice pickle to be in. So he could not. So when some struggle is there in one place, you cannot be in that place, right? So like that he was fully covered with a problematic situation. Here was I with 63 pounds in the world and not 500 pounds worth of securities. The purchaser of a picture which I did not want for 4050 gunyas, the top price of the day. Actually, he was having only 63 pounds with him, and even the bank will not give assurance for 500 pounds for E.V. Lucas. Without any property or nothing, they will never give assurity for loan. So he cannot get even 500 pounds from the bank also. So that this situation he got a 4050 gunyas picture, and this was the topmost price in that auctioneer room that day. Okay, so it was a very difficult situation to face that place. Turning for some kindly support to my friend, I found that he had left me, but not as I feared at the moment, from baseness, but as I afterward discovered, in order to find a remote place in which to lean against the hall and laugh. So now usually when you are facing some problem, who will be there with you? Your friends will be there, right? Sometimes your friends will escape, right? So here what is happening, now he has turned towards his friend for the support, but he was missing that. Friend was not there to help him. So he thought something happened, that is a friend has missed him, left him, and he went away, like that he thought. But later he found that his friend went for what reason he went there? For laughing. Okay, he wanted to go and laugh like anything, because E.V. Lucas was caught in a difficult situation, because already he said that you don't try for this, you be safe, like that he said. E.V. Lucas said that I am safe, I will be very careful, he said. But now what happened? He was caught in this 4050 gunyas he has to pay. So the friend could not bear his laugh. So what he has done, he escaped from the place. In that situation he cannot laugh, right? So he escaped and he went to the separate room, and there he was leaning and he was laughing. He could not bear his laugh, so he started to laugh like anything in the other place. So that also later only he came to know that his friend went for laughing. Stunned and dazed as I was. Stunned means very shocked. Stunned and dazed as I was, I pulled myself together sufficiently to hand my card. Monchantly means without any interest, which we don't want to get that. No, he is not having much interest to get the picture. So without any interest, he wanted to pay for that. So for that, he is taking his card out and he is trying to give to the clerk who came. So I hope means he feels like that. To the clerk who came for the millionaire's collector's name, and then I set to pondering on the problem what to do next. So there is a person, millionaire's collectors or collector's clerk, he came there. So usually the collector, these highest people, they won't come for the auction room. They will send their clerk there. Okay. So towards he is going and giving that card to the clerk because he is not willing to give that. So unwillingly he is going and giving that to the clerk, and he started to think what to do next, how to solve this problem. So thinking of that, and he is moving there. And picture after picture was put up and sold, but I saw none of them. So they, in the auction room, they started to sell each and every picture. One by one picture they was showing and they was selling. But E.V. Lucas was not concentrated on any other picture because he was started to think about how to pay the money for this 4050 guineas for this picture. So what he is doing, he started to solve the problem. And I was running over the names of uncles and other persons from whom it might be possible to borrow, but wasn't wondering if the moneylenders who talk so glibly about note of hand only really mean it, speculating on the possibility of confessing my poverty to one of Christie's staff and having the picture put up again. So now he was thinking, and all the names is coming to his mind. So when you are in struggle, what you will do when you wanted to get some money, you are in struggle to pay something, you will be thinking to whom we can get it. So he started to think about his mother's family, father's family, all the names is coming in front of him, to whom he can get uncles and aunties names, everything it is coming in his mind, to whom we can borrow some money, or he can buy it from any other persons, that is from money lenders they will be giving, no? So towards them he can get money, he is thinking. But every money lenders, whether they will be very soft corner, they will be very strict, they won't talk very softly, right? So he is thinking that also the money lenders could talk so glibly. Glibly means very smoothly. So when they were giving the money, they will be talking very smoothly and they will give, but to get it back they will be scolding. So that also he is thinking. And about note of hand. Note of hand means what is that? Bond or promissory note. So what is that promissory note? They have to write some property or something what they have. With that only they will be giving money, right? So this all the things he is remembering. If he wanted to get money, what will happen? He has to get it from the family members, anyone. He is remembering all the family members' name. That also he cannot. And he is thinking about the money lenders. First they will be talking very smoothly, but later they will be scolding. He is thinking about that. And he is thinking about that they have to give a promissory note, right? So these are all the problems he is thinking, and what to do, what are the possibilities he is thinking. And now he is thinking whether we can go and confess our poverty to the Christie auctioneer. Okay, the Christie room auctioneer will be there, no, towards that member, whether he can go and confess himself that he is coming from a poor family. Okay, he don't have money like that. If we go and confess him, they will concern like that. He feels and he is thinking of that. And that was the best way, and yet how could I do it after all the other bids I had made? So but if he is going and confessing also, how they will believe? Because he made all the other bids. Whenever there is some picture was shown, suddenly he will be raising his hand and he will be bidding the money, right? So nobody will believe that he is from a poor family. He don't have money. If he go and confess to the staff members, they will never believe. So this is all the activities he has done and how they will believe. And the staff looked so prosperous and unsympathetic. Unsympathetic means not caring. So by seeing the staff members, he could identify that they are very prosperous, they are very rich, they looks like very rich. They will never concern about the poor people's reasons, right? So he is feeling that they are very prosperous and unsympathetic. Unsympathetic means not caring. If he is going and telling also, they won't care about his reasons. And no one would believe it was a mistake. So if he is going and confessing himself, then I have done a mistake, please forgive me and resell this picture. If he says also, nobody will tell that you have done a mistake like that. They will never accept his mistake. A genuine mistake of such a kind would have been rectified at once. So he feels himself, if we have done any mistake, any genuine mistake, if it is done, there should be a forgiveness for that mistake. Like that, there should be kept some reasons for that. He fell for that. Okay. So next paragraph, next page. Meanwhile, the sale came to an end and I stood on the outskirts of the little knot of buyers round the deck who were writing checks and giving instructions. Outskirts means it is the border or boundary. Okay, so he came towards that and boundary, and he was waiting where the buyers, everybody, they was round towards the desk and they was standing. Look, there he was waiting where the checks was giving, they was writing the checks and they was giving the money and they was giving some instructions. So that place he came. Naturally, I prefer to be the last. So here, naturally, what here is, whenever you are asked to submit some record or some assignment, what you people will do? Nobody will come and submit at the first person, right? You will be waiting for your chance, or last you will be coming and submitting, right? So the same only E.V. Lucas also, he don't want to come first. Naturally, his habit is what? To come at the last. So here also, everybody, they are paying the check and they are getting the instruction. But E.V. Lucas, he is waiting for the last. It was there that I was joined by my friend, but only for a moment, for a look at my face, and rammed his handkerchief in his mouth and again disappeared. So when she was standing there, his friend came. Okay, who is a friend who went for laughing, no, in a separate room, he went and laughed, no. That friend, he came again towards the, for a moment. For just a moment, he came there and he stood up, and again he looked at my face. He started to see his E.V. Lucas face, and that second itself, what he has done, he rammed means beat his handkerchief and in his mouth. So what he is pushing his handkerchief in his mouth. When you could not control your laugh, you will be keeping your kerchief and you will be laughing, no? Like that, he is pushing his handkerchief again, and again he disappeared from that place. For what? To laugh. He could not bear his laugh, so he kept his handkerchief in his mouth and he went away. Alone I was to dread the awful weird. To dread this awful weird is an idiom that means fate. Okay, so he has to face his own fate. So some struggle if comes, we will tell, no, it is my fate, I only have to tolerate all these things. So he also, E.V. Lucas feels that this is my fate, I have to tolerate, like that he feels. I have never felt such a fool or had colder feet in all my life. So he had colder feet also, a difficult situation. So in his lifetime, he have never faced any like this, any such a type of situation he have ever faced. I believe I should have welcomed a firing party. Firing party means to kill himself. So he is thinking that somebody, if they are coming and killing himself, it will be a good for being in this situation. Okay. So next paragraph. And then the unexpected happened. So till now what was happening? He was in a difficult situation. So you can imagine whether he was able to pay or he was asking permission to the others to pay or not. Something we was seeing, right? What are the things he was asking for, the thinking to ask to the relations, right? So like this, many things, there was a choice for him to get up. So what is happening here, we will see. So and then unexpected happened. So something unexpected happened there. And I realized that a career of rectitude. Rectitude means behaving, good behavior. So if something is happening good to you, you will say, I have done good to others, so only that good things is happening to me, you will say, right? So like that, he is thinking this unexpected event, what he is facing is maybe because of his good deed. So what are the good deeds he has done in these years, that will come in return. sometimes has rewards beyond the mere consciousness of virtue. So what are the good things he has done towards that it will be returning to him, and he will be able to solve his problem he feels. A voice at my ear suddenly said, "Beg pardon, sir, but was you the gent that bought the big Daubigny?" Daubigny is the painter's name. So that painter's names he is telling, and he is asking whether you are the person you have got it. So one man, he is coming near to E.V. Lucas' ear, and he is asking, he is asking to forgive me, pardon me, and sir, whether you are the gentle person to get that picture. So he is coming and asking time. So if somebody, you are in a very struggle and somebody is asking to, coming to help you, you will be very happy in your heart, right? So like that, he is very happy in his mind. I admitted it. So he is also accepting, yes, I am the person, I got the picture. Well, the gent who offered 4,000 guineas wants to know if you will take 50 guineas for your bid. So now he is telling that the man who came there and talking to him in his ear is telling, one person has raised for 4,000 guineas, no? That person is asking if he is giving extra 50 amount for your money. So you have paid some money, you are ready to pay some money. So for that still 150 guineas if he is ready to give to you, whether you will buy it. If ever a messenger of the high gods wore a green baize apron and spoke in husky cockney tones, this was he. So imagine that if somebody is, some angels or God's angel is coming in, the messenger is coming to you and talking to you wearing a green baize. Green baize means woolen material. Okay. So now that man who came and talked to E.V. Lucas, no, that man was wearing what dress? A green woolen dress he was wearing, and he was talking in a husky. Husky means low pitch sound. There are rough sounds or low pitch sound, no. So like that he was talking. So imagine God's messenger is coming in a green dress and talking very high. That is a low pitch sound and talking to you. Imagine like that. Cockney tones, this was he. So this man was talking in a small tone. I could have embased. Embased means very happily if you are holding someone. So if somebody is coming to help you, you will be happily, you will be holding them, right? So like that he feels, E.V. Lucas feels to hold the person, but he is not ready to do that, and wept for joy. So very happily he wanted to hold the person. Would I take 50 guineas? Why I would have taken 50 for things. So why you are asking for 50 guineas? Then that for things is low as a paisa. So it's little more small. So why I have to take the small one? Why you can take little more money and you can pay little more money and you can get this, like that he is ready to tell. But how near the surface and ready, even in the best of us, is worldly guile. Guile means cunning. So when there is some opportunity you are getting, what you will do? Whether you will accept the opportunity as it is or still more you will expect. So here E.V. Lucas is not going to accept the same thing. He is very happy because he is going to be escaped from this situation. He is happy. But what he can gain from that is a guile. He is a cunning, worldly cunning things. So if you wanted to sell something, pictures or something you are selling to others, if you are getting a profit of little, you will be happy. But if you are getting double profit, you will be more happy. That is the worldly cunning activities, right? So if somebody is asking for more money, you will be very happy to sell that. So like that, he is going to get this 4,050 guineas. More than that, he wanted to get it. He is trying for that. So is that the most he would offer? I had the presence of mind to ask. So in that moment, he was not thinking that only to escape from the situation. The presence of mind made him to ask little more and gain it from that. It is not for me to say, he replied. No harm in trying for a bit more, is there? So the man, he is telling, it is not my, I cannot tell, and let me tell my owner to give that. And he is trying to give little more for him, and tell him I will take 100, I said, and I got it. So now what he said, not only 50 gunyas extra, 100 he got extra for that picture, and he sold that, E.V. Lucas sold that picture for 100 gunyas extra towards the red-faced man who wanted that picture. So go and tell to your person that he is going to take 100 gunyas extra, and I am ready to sell. When I found my friend, I was laughing too. So now his friend came. So when his friend came, what he is doing? He started to laugh at his friends, saying that he has got more than what he has bought. But he became grave at once on seeing the check. Well, I am hanged, he said. Of all the luck, well, I am hanged. So what he is telling? So I am accepting that you have done a great thing. I am accepting for the things you had a time that you wanted to get something more. So very happy to hear that you have got or gained something more than that what the man has given. That is 50, no, it is not more 50, 100 gunyas more you are getting. So you are happy. But what he wanted to tell, the friend wanted to tell that, then he said, don't forget that if it had not been for me, you would not have come into Christie's at all. So the friend who went and laughed, no, that man, he is telling, so don't forget that because of me only you entered into the Christie's rooms. Otherwise, you may not have gained any 100 gunyas here. So when there is a struggle, your friend will laugh at you, but when you are gaining something, what the friend will tell, because of me only you have got something, you have got this gift, they will be telling, right? So the same only this friend also, when he is in struggle, when he could not do anything, he escaped from the place and started to laugh at him. But when he was able to get more things, more, that is 100 gunyas extra, the friend came and said, because of my compulsion only you entered inside the Christie's room, so only you was able to gain this, so you have to be thankful for me also. I shall never forget it, I said. It is indelibly. Indelibly means cannot drop from the heart or cannot drop from our mind. So even when we are at the end of our life, we will be remembering something, right? So like that, this incident, E.V. Lucas cannot erase from his heart. It is indelibly branded in letters of fire on my heart. So what it is scribbled in his heart with the fire, that is which cannot be erased like that. It is this incident has made. My hair has not gone white, has it? So he is not become old also to forget this incidents. So that is only E.V. Lucas has said in this lesson. So everybody has faced a different situation, but here E.V. Lucas has faced a very great tight corner. Mentally he was suffering a lot in the auction room. He don't have any solution to escape from that. What are the things he tried, but what happened? Last, the red-faced man's clerk, he came and tried to get the same picture for more money, and he was able to get it little more money for the picture. Okay, so now listen, page number 107. Again there is a do you know is given. Let me read, listen that. The British farthing, that is 1/4 coin from farthing, was a unit of currency of 1/4 of a penny. It was minted in bronze, which replaced the earlier copper coins. So from the earlier copper coins, this was replaced one British farthing. It is given in the picture there. It was used. It was used during the reign of 6 monarchs: Victoria, Edward VII and 8, George V and 6, and Elizabeth II ceased to be the legal tender in 1960. Okay, so that's all your lesson 4th unit has completed. Okay, so the next glossary, everything you can see in the next video. Thank you, students.